Oh, hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's weekend was good. Hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday morning. Taking it very chill today because I want Shiny Beldum. Be nice and easy. See if we can do this. Hey, Dino. Alright, and this is it. This is shiny hunting in this game. This is it. I'm half... No, excuse me. I'm half hoping for Beldum. I'm half hoping for anything else. There are a lot of cool shinies here. My ideal one here would be Dual Blade. I think I'd like a shiny Aegislash. That would be pretty sweet. I'm only ever so slightly annoyed with all the shinies that everyone else seems to be getting in the game. I've yet to get any cool shinies. So hopefully we can do that. Playing Hollow Knight? Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Does it keep the position or does it not? No, it doesn't. It's a shame. Now I think... You were saying if you come to this corner, you can hear it. And then you can tell if it's shiny or not. Allegedly. Now, this is very much just going off of one video that I saw that says this works. Arguably, there are other shinies I would potentially love to see here. Noivern being one of them. Obviously, the Houndoom. Obviously, ideally... Beldum, but again, we'll see how that goes. Manectric would also be pretty cool. Where am I thinking of going? I was hoping to check out the very far back room. I completely forget. Oh, there we go. I am in the correct place. Ooh, come on, Alpha. No shinies back here, though. Now, I don't know if this affects it or not, but obviously I could do the same thing there for Honedge or Dual Blade. Didn't think about that. But now I know about it. That's good, because then I can just keep doing it. Really interesting, because you have to keep an ear out in this. If this Houndoom in front of me changes to an Alpha, I know it's working. I should actually check it, shouldn't I? I'm going off of just one video that I saw. Male 50, okay. Let's see. Male 50. Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I got baited into it. Silksong's hard. Never played Silksong. Not my kind of game, unfortunately, but from what I've heard, it is incredibly difficult. Male 50. Unless that's constantly a male 50. Also, hello, Cow. How are you doing? You know, I did check Discord just before stream. What did you get? What have you got? Oh, nice. Very nice Dunsparce. Was that an alpha? I completely wasn't paying attention. No, it wasn't. Oh, it is a female though, so okay, so it does work. It is working, good. Unfortunately, Dino, I don't have enough time to pick up new games. So I won't be playing any of them. They're not my kind of games. I hear good things about them, but they're not my kind of games. Ooh, nice cow. Cannot go wrong with that. I already have way too much stuff to play. Or that I'm in the middle of playing. Or that I gotta get back into playing. I was thinking earlier this week I've really got to try my hardest to do some streaming on the GameCubes again. Because of the fact I've got them. Alright, see if there's anything. Okay, so this is resetting as well. And there is 2 here, okay. Yeah, I've been good. I think I've got a little bit of a cold coming because I've been really struggling to talk this evening, apparently. I've got constant coughs, so that's good. Constant need to clear my throat. A little bit further forward. Other than that, and not getting any Amazon invites for Pokemon drops, I'm incredibly good. Yeah, I'm not happy with Amazon right now because they're not being nice to me. What do you mean? No, you should have no problems with this. Stop losing your mind. Yeah, so don't tell me that you've having problems with my... Oh, God. Amazon doesn't know what it's doing. Yeah. I mean, do you know what's really become annoying is that I don't know why it's doing it, but they've got rid of the available by invite on the Mega Gardevoir ETB on Amazon, and I was a bit sad because I wouldn't have minded getting another one of those. The good thing, if you can classify it as a good thing, was that I was looking and the Scarlet and Violet base set booster box has dropped a bit more. And I'm like, ooh, do I try and pick up a couple more at some point soon? Who's bought a card this evening? Oh, nice cow. What'd you get? What'd you pick up? Something cool? Yeah, you didn't know. Apparently, this is a another way of hunting. Surging Sparks, nice. Milotic, very nice. Right, let's just check. Doesn't sound like a shiny. Alright. Check. Wanna check Noivern. And I also want to go back and check Aegislash. Because I don't know if these would count in the reset. In the zone. Nope, no journeys here either. Yeah, I really got to decide what the plan's gonna be for me for collecting cards going into next year. Again, I really don't know. Again, I really don't know if I want to play it. I was going to say slightly riskier, but it's not really slightly riskier because it will, in the long term, do okay. Was looking at getting a case of I'll get there. Prismatic ETBs. Just to have 4 prismatic PC ETBs. Because I know in the long term it will probably go up in value, but I don't know how I feel about it. Halloween was disappointing this year. When you get to be an adult, Halloween is always disappointing. The one thing that I enjoyed about Halloween this year was the memes that was like it was like I mean most of them were Transformers ones, but there were ones where it's like oh me and bro taking out like 50 vampires or something like that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. Because it's violence. But yeah, I was umming and ahhing. I'm like, if I'm gonna do one more big Pokemon investing for the year, card investing for the year, and I was like, there was 2 things I was thinking of because they're kind of about the same price. One was a Mega Booster Box, and the other was that or the Prismatic Evolutions PC TBs. And I was like, I don't know what I realistically want to do. So I've got a bit of time to think about it, but we'll see. But again, Destined Rival stuff is still like insanely high. Which is insane to me, but you know, I'm not that too into the set anyway, but to give you an idea, you can get Destined Rivals a case of booster boxes for it's on bidding for over $2,000. Or you can get a Mega ETB one for 1,700 quid. Buy it now. Which is just insane to me. That there is, you know, some stuff that is just that cheap. In comparison, obviously, it's still like £300 a booster or something like that. Yeah, the problem is they're not enhanced. Yeah, it's 280 that he's asking for them. Or at least I don't think it's enhanced. It doesn't say enhanced, and then which makes me think it's not enhanced. No, it's not enhanced. Although arguably I don't know if it would say on the front if it was enhanced or not. I don't know enough about it. No. No, I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm kind of curious. See if they... Oh, no, there is a case. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't see it either because you deleted it. Oh, yeah, you can get one for... I mean, to be fair, you can get a booster for, like... It's only a little bit more than the non-enhanced. But again, it says eBay Live. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he's going to rip them? No. To be purchased during eBay live streams only. How annoying is that? Literally, he's got a rip and ship shot that he does at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, Bennett. Yeah, see, non-enhanced. Yeah, see, non-enhanced. Yeah, see, it's annoying because I would 100% go for enhanced. Oh, there you go. He's got them off of the eBay Live, but he's got them for $2,000 off the eBay Live. This one is yet to be a mega. I don't know if it can be. Sorry, an alpha, not a mega. I'm gonna do a run through, see if there's any shinies about. No Beldum. No electric. No electric. This one. Yeah, I don't like Whatnot. I know some people don't mind Whatnot, and then I keep getting... I had to block it on Instagram because I was just getting annoyed with how many Whatnot ads I was getting. I'm not a fan of Whatnot, personally. I don't see the allure to it, so it's just not one for me, but... You know... It's just not something that I care about. Again, it's like TikTok Live. Don't care about it. Do you know what really annoyed me, though? Is that they're like... I saw the advert where it's just like... Oh, yeah, Whatnot is created by people for people. And I'm like, no, Whatnot was created because they saw how popular TikTok Shop was and they just wanted to jump on the train. Like, that's, in my opinion, that's the case. But yeah, 265 to 280, you're looking at for the Mega Enhanced Booster just by itself. Which, again, I don't think that's horrible. Especially if you can get 50 quid for the single card, right? Oh yeah, no, I'm sure you can, Cal. I'm just talking about like the actual, you know, prices of what they're listed as by it now. Which is typically what I justify all of my rough estimates on. Damn, how many are you getting? I mean, at least we know your student loan is going to something useful. Because there was a couple of things that I saw and I was like, oh, I'm surprised that that's come down in price so much. What was it? Oh, it was the Team Rocket briefcase. The one that I'm like, I really, really want it. It was £250 when... not long after it released. I think the guy's been having trouble selling them because now they're down to £183 a box. Granted, that is double the price of what it cost them. I think it was 70 odd pound MSRP. But yeah, I keep thinking maybe I want to maybe I do want to buy one. Will I get much use out of it? Dunno. Maybe I'll use it as my my work bag. But no, my brain at the minute is kind of umming and ahhing between getting a case of Pokemon booster boxes, or getting a case of prismatic ETBs. Oh, there you go. There's the alpha. I was waiting for it to become an alpha. Now it's back to normal. Again, Mega. Wow, Mega's low as 15. Oh, it's a... Again, it's one of those that's very hard to say. This guy has got just that on there. And zero other bits. So. Little bit worrying. I don't know if you've got to leave it a bit of time for them to spawn in. No, you can't, because I've been spamming it anyway, right? Hello. What's my favorite Mega? Ooh. New Megas? I think Hawlucha. Overall Megas. Overall Megas. That's a tough one. Overall. I don't know if it's Hawlucha. Like I like a lot of them, but I don't think I wouldn't classify them as like my favorite. You know, I like Garchomp, but Garchomp wouldn't be my favorite. I like the Aggron and Tyranitar, but they're not my favorite. I like Gardevoir, but again, it's not my favorite. Frostlass is pretty cool, but again, not my favorite. Lucario, pretty cool, not my favorite. It's so hard. Maybe, no. Maybe Big Man Blastoise. He's definitely up there. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I don't know. It's hard to pick. Like, it's hard to pick just one. That being said, Absol is pretty cool. Gengar is pretty cool, and so is Rayquaza as well. Phalanx? Oh, I like Mega Phalanx, but I like it just because it's like a robot. It's a mech, and I like mechs. Oh, yay, mechs. But yeah, I'm really umming and ahhing about what to consider buying in terms of... I want to get more boosters. So I'm like... at the minute, I'm just scrolling through eBay while doing this, and I'm just like, they're all about the same kind of price. You know, Twilight Masquerade, you know, Surging Sparks, Mega, regular Mega. Enhanced Mega is a bit more. Yeah, I think it's going to be... Yeah, Twilight Masquerade, 1650. The problem is I don't have enough capital to buy multiple. Like I can't justify spending, you know, almost well $3.5 grand on Pokemon stuff at the minute. Well, arguably at all. I'll be honest, it's not like it's a maybe not. I think I just can't at all. But that, to be fair, I've only seen one booster of Twilight at that price. Obviously, at the minute, it's all mega and whatnot. Oh, no, there you go. There's another Twilight, but that's fully opened. It's open packaging. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see cases that low again, ever. Again, that's the situation, right? Like, it's like, yeah. You know. It's, at this point, I feel like it's part FOMO, part just, like, you know, needing the money. I'm of the mindset of, in the future, at least for the more modern sets, I'll buy any cards that I'm after, but I want to be able to be like, right, well, I've set aside, you know, I'll sell a booster box to pay for the card that I want to get. Again, because the more booster stuff that gets open, the more cards that are on the market, and with modern cards in general, there's so many graded cards and whatnot that their price will hit a ceiling, in my opinion. And then the sealed stuff will keep going up because there's going to be less and less of it. So that's why at the minute I'm kind of like trying to decide what I'm going to do. In terms of just like long-term longevity stuff, you know. Again, we could all be completely wrong and the market could crash and it could all be worthless. But then again, I can open it. So at the end of the day, I'm not that far out, you know. Hey Cloud, being good, hope you're doing well. Your weekend was good. Yeah, I realised it'd been a week since I last streamed and I was like, oh, maybe I should stream. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, the one to jump on would have been the... might have been one to jump on was the China drops. Because the China Pokemon card market has just gone mad recently. Yeah, in my opinion, Cal, and again, my opinion / the opinion of one TikToker who I'm following, who talks about quote-unquote Pokemon investing, is that they... that they're like, oh yeah, I just keep getting case of sealed booster boxes. Man, that's insane. They paid $13.50. But they're like, yeah, don't go for singles, go for sealed product, because there's always going to be more singles on the market than there is sealed product. Because obviously, the more cards that get opened, the less sealed product there is, the more single cards that there are out on the market. Obviously, price fluctuates with everything, so it's hard to know for certain. But I do think the majority of what I want to have, quote-unquote, value-wise, I want it to be in in sealed stuff rather than in graded cards. I do think I will probably end up picking some up, but we'll see. It's going to be a little while. Also, there might be, and I say might because I'm still in the early planning stages of doing something. There might be less streams towards the end of the month. Because I am potentially planning on doing something that I'm hoping I can get out around Christmas time, or the holiday, the holiday season being like early December, mid-December start. Primarily just so I can make use of the Christmas. One, the Christmas viewership, and two, the Christmas ad revenue. But we'll see. I've got to do a little bit more prep work. I want to say I'm like 60% of the way there, prep work wise, and then I've got to actually start doing it, which is going to be fun. But it's going to be slightly challenging, and I do think I want to try and do some new stuff end of this year going into next year, so we'll see how it goes. Very on for a Groudon. Problem is that I don't think I want to worry too much about singles immediately. I'm going to give it a little while. It's going to be very different for the channel. That much I will say. It's going to be a kind of... Do I give hints? I'll give hints. It's going to be like... potentially... It's going to be like a 30 to 40 minute video that I'm kind of hoping to have, not weekly, but maybe every other week over Christmas period. That basically what I'm going to try and do is record and edit at the same time, then put it to members for a week, then it will go public for a week. And then it will be, then the week after that, the week after the first one becomes public, the second one should hopefully be good for members. And then hopefully that gives me a month to kind of get into a groove with it. And then we'll see how it goes for going into next year. So, potentially could be quite maddening for me. However, depending on how quickly I can get the editing done, and it should be very simple editing, I'm not going to go too mad with it to begin with. It should only take me, I should be able to, in theory, get an episode done over the span of a weekend. Versus, like the first few is probably going to take me like a week to do prep, Then after that, hopefully it should be relatively chill and relatively easy for me to just kind of pump them out. As with everything, it's kind of just getting into a groove, doing it, and then I should be okay. Or it might be every 3 weeks. We'll see. But the idea is that it will be available to members for a week before it goes public. Basically, it gives me an extra buffer. Don't worry, Cloud. I've been meaning to do something similar to what I'm planning to do for a while. But basically, November, I'm hoping to get the first episode done, edited, and then potentially also then work on the second episode and get it done and edited. And then I'm going to send it to my testers. And then see what the feedback is, and then basically just, if it's all good, just push it out. But I'm gonna try and do some more research. What am I doing this weekend? Not a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna do more research this weekend. Next week should be normal. What date? What's the date? Oh yeah, next week could be interesting. So originally, I just thought that I would maybe do a stream for my birthday, but I don't think I will be. Just because I think I'm going to be spending it with family, so I won't be streaming on my birthday. But I should be okay to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? When is the 13th? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I should be good on. And then Thursday I won't be streaming. Friday I should be streaming, but we'll see what the plan is. I also don't think I'm streaming tomorrow. Normally we do a Wednesday stream. We didn't last week. I don't think I'm going to this week because I'm going to be in prep mode, so I'm not. Minecraft's such a good addicting game though, Cal. That's the problem. I'm trying really hard to try and do something that doesn't end up in just like a 2 weeks phase. Because I normally end up playing for 2 weeks and then going, yeah, I'm done with the game. So it's like I need a plan to do it. The thing is, right, is saying this, and everyone, you know, it is an easy thing to say. It is very easy to just say I'm going to do it. It's very difficult to actually do it. And I think that's the problem I have, is that I find it easy to go, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I sit down and go to do it and I'm like, I don't like it. No, I'm not going to do it. I sit down and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to do something else instead. It's like tonight I was like, I've been playing modded Ark, Survival Evolved. And I was like, oh, man, I'm enjoying playing that. I don't really want to stream tonight. But I was like, I should stream tonight. I've said I was going to stream tonight. But then I was like, yeah, I haven't streamed in a week. You're gonna wake up at 4 a.m? Oh, well, yeah. Definitely this time of year, Cal. It's no good reason to wake up at 4. Dark, it's miserable for like 4 hours when doing it. I mean, hopefully, Cloud, you do. But yeah, we'll see you later, Cal. Have a good evening. We'll see if we end up with any shinies today. Probably not, though, because my shiny luck on ZA has been awful. It's really hard to tell if there will be any shinies outside of this map. Like, if I walk around the city, is there going to be shinies? Very hard to tell. Nope, there's an alpha. So I know this map is re-rolling. It's just no shinies. Not all of us can be super lucky and get lots of shinies. I've never been any good at Smash. I've never had the urge to play it. I own the Smash Ultimate, but I've never really played it. It's really bad. But yeah, it's again, it's not my kind of game. The problem with Hollow Knight, Silk Song, you know, Shovel Knight, those kind of games, they're not my kind of games. Which is a bit of a shame, but it's fine that people like them. I'm not one of those people who's like, how dare you enjoy those games? They're just not my kind of games. Oh. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta work on stuff. I actually need to have a chat with my brother at some point. I'm gonna use him. He's gonna be my help, as he normally is. Although I don't know if I'll get him off Football Manager. What was that? Oh yeah, it's always fun when you can get into games with friend groups. It 100% beats playing things solo, which is 90% of my existence. Or maybe 99%. But given that, you know, I don't really play a lot of massively multiplayer games, I feel like there's, you know, there's no need to worry. I enjoy playing my solo games as much as you can enjoy solo shiny hunting. In a game where the shiny odds seem to be always against you. Lord knows I do not want to do 1,000 PvP battles to get the shiny charm. Arguably, that's not the only thing I've got to do. I've got, like, so much more. Oh, I did get Solar Beam. Yeah, I've got a lot to do. Lots to do. No, I don't mind playing with others, but I'm 100% a solo player. My nephew bangs on and on about Roblox. He's like, do you want to play Roblox? I'm like, no. Can't stand it. It's not my type of game. So I just ignore him. you know, if he played a proper game, I would play a game with him. I should have done it for Halloween, but we're probably going to do more Phasmophobia at some point together soon as well. So that might be a bit fun. Who knows? Who knows? I might get really into the content creation thing and might do a lot of stuff together. Funnily enough, I was just looking at this and I'm just thinking, these square effects that are playing when you teleport, is that not the same effect pretty much as the rare shiny spawn from Galar? Sword and Shield. Is that just me just thinking it's just squares looking like it's sparkling? I don't know if it's the same asset reused or just a very similar effect, but it's reminding me of that effect. And I don't know if that's intended or not. It kind of feels like it probably wasn't intended. But then again, it also could have been a case of maybe that is exactly how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's just very reminiscent of that, which is interesting to say the least. Again, don't know why they are doing it this way, but we'll see. Maybe there's other effects that are reused, and that's just the first time I've noticed that. It is entirely possible that there's like 10 different things, like effect-wise, that has been reused, and I'm only just now noticing that. Arguably, there's a whole museum based on reused assets, so you know, you shouldn't worry about it too much. One of these times I want to walk into this room and have there be a shiny. Yeah, prep work is something that takes up a lot of time, but could be worth it. Should be worth it. And, you know, I'm like, right. That's why I'm like, I want to get, like, ahead of where I want to get, maybe content creation-wise, because then I'm good for a little while. I think I'm using this month as kind of a reset. And by that, I mean just kind of trying to build healthier habits. So then I'm like, you know, if I'm at my computer, I'm doing something productive. You know, and not just sitting here, you know, doom scrolling Instagram Reels or, you know, doom scrolling eBay trying to try and look at stuff that I'm not going to buy, you know, like it's just silly. I think it's fun consuming content. It's difficult to become a creator, to become a creative. I think it's also easy to imagine you doing everything. It's hard to actually do it. You know, it's easy to be like, yeah, I'm just going to record a video. It's hard to then edit the video, you know, record the video, edit the video, make sure the audio is good, you know, do all of that stuff, and then, you know, voiceover or, you know, effects or interesting storyline or whatever. Oh, doing much better than me on Instagram, Cloud. I am at a whopping 0. Primarily because I don't actually use it. Actually, no, that might be a lie. Let me check. 7. Let me go through them. Family, 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 family. There you go. That's my Instagram following. The guys who hacked one of my other accounts were doing pretty good. But they were just posting memes and stuff, and I just didn't like it, so I just shut down the page, shut down the email. It's quite funny. I found that quite funny, just having the ability to just be like, no, screw you guys. I think I changed the password to the account to something relatively rude. No, I was just fuck off or something like that. Just in full caps. I was just like, you know, get out of here. Like I don't want access to the account, but I don't want you having access to the account. So I was like, change the password, change everything, and then just get rid of it all. There's no problem with it, but like it was my email address, so I was just constantly getting notifications about new followers and things like that, and I was like, I don't care, you know, I'm not using the account, why am I getting all of this? And it just got to a point where I was just like, get out of here. But no, having the stuff that you can post regularly apparently is a key to success, which is why I'm like, right, my goal for going into next year is like 2 episodes a month plus streams. So it's like I'm gonna have set days where I try and do stuff. But again, you know, I just got to spend this month doing it, figuring it out. Getting, you know, basically getting an itinerary together so I can be like, right, can I stick to this? Yes, no. If yes, good. If no, what needs to change for me to be able to stick to it? Same with anything though, you know, you take a little bit of time to plan, you'll find it helps you massively in the long run. Because it's like, you know, alright, I can spend a week to do this, and I can make 2 weeks of content, but we'll see how it goes. Again, part of this has been spurred on by the fact that the channel has been stagnant for quite a while. And I was like, right, what can I do to change that? Go to YouTube Studio. Well, let's go back 90 days. The channel has been stagnant for over 90 days. Basically, since August. Since August, I've gained 1 sub. Since August, we're in November. This is the beginning of August. Basically, August, September, October, November. 3 months. A whole subscriber. To give you an idea, in the same period, bar chart? No, line chart. I think it was something like 7,000 views. Yeah, it's not amazing, but also lost a whole lot of subscribers in that same time frame. So we'll see. Again, you know, it's all relative. Again, you know, my whole thought process with doing this was never to you know, amass subscribers. Again, my thought process with the YouTube has never been subscribers, because they mean nothing. It's just as easy to give as it is to take away, and I feel like that's not an important metric to focus on. You know, again, everyone is like, cool, number go up, good. But it just gets so annoying when, and it's more annoying because YouTube actively promotes it, where it's like, if you say, you know, subscribe to the channel or leave a like on the video, then YouTube will now highlight it on the YouTube player. And I'm like, cool. But I'm like, if I'm enjoying the content, I'll subscribe. So it's like really annoying. I find it really annoying. That's why I find it really difficult to do. Like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, you should subscribe to the channel. Like, does it help out? Not really. Do likes on live streams help? As far as I'm aware, yes, likes on live streams do help. Yes, it is an easy and free way to, you know, help out a channel, but like, I don't bang on about it. Which might be part of the reason that the streams are struggling. That or my personality, one or the other. All the games I'm playing. Again, people might still be playing through this game. It is very hard to tell. Again, YouTube is still trying to get me to push ads. YouTube is really, really intent on me putting ads on the live streams. And it's like, yeah, I could do it, but it's so annoying because it disrupts the viewing experience. A VIP live stream experience. Cool. Don't care. Can I change what they're looking for? Memberships. No, not disable. I appreciate it, Cloud. Welcome in, Unknown. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. No. Interesting, interesting in that. Sucks. Right, let's have a look. Do a run around. Again, I keep doing a run around like very quickly, but like I'm not hearing anything. And I'm kind of hoping that something will shine this evening. But I also get the feeling like nothing is going to shine this evening because that is just my luck with this game so far. Which has been quite horrible. Or if anything will shine this evening, I guarantee you it will be Abra. No, it'll be Ekans or Arbok. Because that just seems to be my luck. Out of all the potential shinies that are here that are kind of cool, It'll be one of those two that I get. I just have a feeling, like, in the back of my gut that it's like, yeah, you're going to end up with one of those two shiny. Even though I could end up with a, you know, with a nice Houndoom, a Noivern, a Beldum, or anything like that. Oh yeah, 100% Cloud. The algorithm, especially YouTube's algorithm, all random. You can come across a channel that's got one video that has just got like 200,000 views. And 50% of the time, it's because, you know, they knew exactly what they were doing when they were doing it, and they're making the video and they all planned it out. And 50% of the time, it can just be random luck, you know? You can't pander to it either because it needs data to send out, you know, your video to people who might like your content. It's so difficult to get a channel going off the ground because of the fact that YouTube has no data to go off of. So you kind of need... See, me at this point, I could probably, if I put effort into a video, do half decently. So long as the video was half decently good, I could probably do maybe 1,000, 2,000 views on a video. Which don't sound like a lot, no, but it's 1,000, 2,000 more views that I might not have been getting it otherwise. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, congratulations, Unknown. That's such an annoying shiny to get because it can run away from you. I need to go and redeem myself for my shiny Esper. Again, annoyingly, I don't have a mega buttload of time to shiny hunt off stream. So I was kind of like, right, well, do I just look at doing like a shiny compilation video of shinies that I've gotten so far, or, you know, as I'm going into the future, and just see. And that might happen. I might do it for ZA just because it's an easy thing to do. So problem is I've got like no shinies though. No good shinies, you know, people want to see the cool shinies, you know, running across the rooftops and, you know, ooh, wild shiny Hawlucha. You know, none of this pre-planned finding shiny nonsense. And again, we'll see how it goes, because I've got just like, again, I've got probably, I've got at least one, maybe two videos and footage that I've already recorded that I could do a video on. Like, I've got an entire shiny only run of Violet that I could turn into a video. I've got like a huge portion of a shiny only Legends Arceus run that I could finish and turn into a video, you know, but it's just finding the time and the willpower to sit down, sift through, edit, record, voiceover, and do all of that stuff for it. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to be like, yes, I want to do that. But I'm also like, I don't want to pay an editor to do it because it's like about 40 hours of footage that they would have to sift through. And yeah, okay, I could go through it and be like, right, this happens at this point, this happens at this point, this happens at this point, but like, I've got no script, I've got nothing to go off for them to edit a video around. I wouldn't want to you know, get someone to do that, because one, it will cost me an arm and a leg. Because of the fact, you know, they're going to have to go through everything, and it might take them, even if they watch it at 2x speed, it would take them like 20 hours just to watch all the footage. And let's say they charge a decent rate. I don't know what a decent rate would be for editing. But, you know, if I said £15 an hour, that's £300 for that one. That's £300 of their time just wasted going through all the footage. I couldn't do that to someone. If I had all the clips and I was just like, you know, here's the voiceover, make it a video out from it, here's the clips, it would be completely different. But I don't, so why waste someone's time? Okay, that alpha's been there a few times now, so let's do a run around. Just in case something is shiny. I feel like editing videos isn't difficult. It's not hard to cut clips up or anything like that. What's hard is putting together like a cohesive story through video. So, you know, it's like me playing through Scarlet and Violet, you know, with only using shinies. That's fine. Like, it's a cohesive story, but then I've got to piece it together, turn it into a story through the gameplay, and then I've got to edit it into that same story. And as someone who can't do creative writing or anything like that, that's what I struggle with most. Is writing a script. But then it's also doing the voiceover for the script and not sounding completely robotic. Like, I probably sound relatively natural speaking now, but that's completely different to if I was reading a script or something where it would be a lot more regimented. You know, I'd feel like I shouldn't do any ums, I shouldn't do any ahs, I shouldn't be like, you know, whereas in stream, I do that every other sentence. Also, pronouncing words. I also find that sometimes I don't pronounce words fully, and then I'm trying to edit, and I'm just like, God, you sound like a fucking idiot. So then I give up. And I'm like, don't do the voiceover. So. So I also like, do I just spend some time, like, not necessarily like having a voice coach, but just spending some time working on, you know, my speech and things like that, just to make it a little bit easier for me in the future. Well, I mean, I'm gonna see again. This month is kind of, and to be fair, I'm a lot better now listening to my voice than I was when I first started. I can quite comfortably sit through and edit footage of me talking much better than I could when I first started. But still, you know, it's not exactly the best. Exactly the best feeling in the world. So I've just got to work on it. And I feel like half of that's going to come through just by forcing myself to do it. Which is why I'm like, I want to work on a project that is going to, one, it's going to force me to do it. And then two, you know, something I can do that I enjoy to a degree. Because it's all well and good, you know, just doing something for the sake of doing something, but it's also another thing of doing something for the love of doing something. You know, and if I enjoy what I do, then, you know, it's not like it's work. And then it comes a bit more, flows a bit easier from me. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy shiny hunting. I don't enjoy shiny hunting that much. So while I can just sit here and ramble, it isn't my favourite thing to do in the world. Especially not when there's any shinies. I've just got to just sit and do this for just ages. The video that I saw was basically doing it. No, Hudson, I have not. So, I'm not bothered at all to do the shiny charm. I hope you're doing well, Hudson. Now, this is all full odds. Because I'm not insane enough to want to try and do the 1,000 battles for it. I'm not that mad. But how are you doing well, Hudson? Have you played the game, Hudson? Are you enjoying the game? Or are you waiting to pick it up? The thing is, I don't mind my voice, but I definitely think I need to become more confident with it. And I think that's a completely different thing versus just, you know, talking normally. Got the game and you love it? I'm glad you enjoy it. I like it too, but it's, yeah. All the quests is going to be fun. I've not finished all the side quests yet. I instead kind of did what I did with Legends Arceus and just kind of... No, I don't think in Legends Arceus, I don't even think I finished the story until like 6-8 months later after release. But I've managed to... I made sure to finish the main story and now I'm doing shiny hunting. Oh, yeah, the battles are going to be rough. I don't actually know what I've got left in terms of crystals. I got lots of catching to do, but the catching I think is easiest. Seville Warsome 19, it's easy. I've got like 300. Found any shinies yet? Oh yeah, found a good amount. But they're all zone 3 shinies. Oh, I found a shiny Magikarp. I completely forgot. I was doing random shiny hunting last week and I managed to get a shiny Magikarp. I got a Floette, I got 2 Litleos, I got 2 Pidgeys. I think that's it for the minute. There's 1. There's the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Mareep 6. But I got the Magikarp, so I was quite obviously over the moon with that. Yes. Yeah, I got the free Mareep. The free Mareep. I do think it's interesting that they're giving them out, but I also believe that it's a bit... No, it's not even that it's annoying. I think it's interesting that they give you a shiny, you know? They teach you how to spot shinies, what you're listening out for, what you're looking for. I do think that's interesting that that is the way that they decided that they were gonna bring that into the game. It definitely would have been interesting if it was only in Arceus. However, I'm fine with it being in this game as well. You know, it would have been cool. It might just be a Legends mechanic. You know, the main series games might not give it to you. You got Excadrill? Nice. I looked for a little while the other day for an Excadrill and I didn't manage to get one. I was a little bit sad with it. Ampharos, Pidgeot, and a Slowbro. Nice. Yeah, the only one that I got that I actively came across randomly was Magikarp. And I say came across randomly. I was doing regular shiny hunting. Then I was like, I was doing the Zone 3 shiny hunting. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and check the other zones and just see where we're at. Yeah, it's cool that they can all Mega Evolve, but it's also a pain because it's so difficult to decide what one you're going to Mega Evolve during a fight as well, right? That's what I've noticed. Whereas, like, yeah, it's cool that these can Mega Evolve, but it's also like, I don't know what one to do in this situation, you know? How do you make that decision on we're gonna give it to you know, we're gonna Mega Evolve Garchomp this time, or we're gonna Mega Evolve Greninja this time? You know, it's so hard to decide who you're gonna Mega Evolve. Let me just double check. Do I still have this video open? Yes. Yeah, the guy was just like, yep, just spam it. Spam it here. Oh, nice Cloud. I'm sure it's very good when you get around to put it all together. Well, you know what it means, Cloud? It means you've got to start just dumping a load of that information as well onto like TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, because that's where you'll find the you know, an audience, and then you can sell them all your book, make bank off of them. Get their emails. Sign them up for an email list. A mailing list where you can be like, look, you can all look forward to my new work. You can get it early. And then it's like, farm all their data and then sell it to the highest bidder. Or, you know, don't do that and be a morally normal person. Speaking of, I'm going to start a shiny emailing list where I will email you every single time I get a shiny Pokemon with a picture of said shiny Pokemon. So, you know, just leave me your emails and I'll make sure to put you on the list. You know, for no reason whatsoever. Just, you know, just because. I don't know how much your email will be worth, but I'll let you know. That will also be included in the email as well. I managed to sell your email address to this company for this amount of money. That way, then everyone gets updated on how valuable their emails are. Don't mind me, just coming through. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Thank God there's no shiny Arbok. But damn, at this point, I think I'd take a shiny Arbok. I actively don't know if this works. Don't get me wrong, I understand it is because, you know, the Pokemons are, you know, female Houndoom 49. You know, now Houndoom 50. So it is working. The Pokemon are changing, but well, we'll see. Oh, we shall see if it wants to shine. Anything wants to shine for me today because I'm getting annoyed seeing all of Elo's pictures of shinies. But I have none. I have very few. I have very few cool ones. I want them. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you post on this day and age, does it? As long as you find an audience, you'll typically be alright. You know, you can do it with a lot less stuff. What was I saying? I saw something interesting that that came out of the Moist critical situation. I say situation. Where he went and said about how much he made on YouTube. And there was another creator that was like, you know, he was like, I don't get massive amounts of views. He's like sub 100k subs, whatever. Gets like 10k views a video. And he's like, yeah, you know, the channel in its lifetime has made like $500,000 USD. Granted, you know, that's without you know, taxes and whatnot, but still, you know, it was like good money. And he's like, yeah, you could see how, you know, someone who's bigger like that is like, yeah, it's just ridiculously simple money for the kind of content that those guys make. You know, commentary content is one of the easier forms of content to make, or react content, you know. One of the easiest forms of content to make. But there's a reason why a lot of people do it. Because obviously it can be quite lucrative if all you have to do is sit there and be like, ooh, this thing happened today. That's not good. Obviously, you know, it's a bit more than that. But, you know, it's like, you know, giving out not necessarily simple information, but, you know, very little in the way of content on top of something else that someone else has done. It's like, basically, if I was streaming me playing the game, but me playing the game was in the bottom corner, and I had behind it someone else playing the game, and I was just commenting every so often on what they were doing on their game instead of playing my game, it's like, really? It's like if I took a Markiplier video or something on in the background with just my gameplay in the bottom corner. Just reacted to it every so often. Yeah, I could make content like that, but it's not going to be interesting content. It'll be boring. Incredibly boring content. Speaking of incredibly boring content, This will be incredibly boring. I was looking up today because I was curious, because I am looking at purchasing a property, in the next year or year and a half. And I was like, right, I want to have a look, because I was kind of trying to gauge how much fees would be. This is fees outside of a deposit, mind you, which would about double the price. So, because of my status and how much I can put down and how much I can borrow, I'm limited in price range. But when I'm limited in price range, it becomes a problem. Because, for instance, my highest deposit I think I can go up to is £18,000, or you can say it in dollar equivalents, whatever. Let's say it's just dollars for the sake of simplicity. So my deposit is $18,000. My fee totals upwards of $12,000. So, for me to put a deposit down on a place that's worth $180,000, I have to pay basically double that because of all of the fees and that I have to pay. Which is ridiculous. I think the only way that I could potentially do it is to have a video or a stream that pops off like incredibly well during the Christmas period, and then I'll be happy. Or would I need like 2 million views? 2 million views over the Christmas period? Yeah, that's gonna happen. And then I'm sorted. And then it doesn't matter. I don't think that would happen. But no, it's insane. And I could, again, I have been doing them for once the streams go live, once the streams go out as videos, putting the ad rev on them. But it's not like I get massive amounts of money from them. So I almost feel like it's not worth doing. Oh, I'm the worst. I'm the worst with a cloud. I've basically gone through one channel's entire library of videos because they have like 2 to 3 hour long videos. And I just sit here when I'm not streaming, and I just sit here and I'm playing games. Literally, I'll just go through like all their videos in an evening. I'll go through like 3 or 4 videos in a day. And then I'll do the same the next day. And I'll just continue. Which is part of the reason why I'm like, right, well, I want to try and at least start getting like a backlog of stuff. I want to try within like a month to get out, an hour and a half worth of videos. Again, you see it a lot specifically with I see it quite a lot specifically with Minecraft content creators, where they'll do, let's say they'll do a series, but the series will just be a regular series, and then after like a number of episodes they'll do a mega compilation or like a movie. And one of the ones I saw was like 6 hours long. And it was just all of the other videos just basically smashed into one. But then it's uploaded. So you spend like 2 months making videos, bang it all together in one big long video and upload it as one big long video. Just titled The Movie. Let me have a look. I do The Movie. Yeah, 6-7 hours. Do you know what's worse? I've watched it. 4 hours, episodes 1 to 10. You know, 1,000 Days, 4 hours. Episodes 1 to 10, 4 hours. It's the same channel that's done it both times. But again, to give you an idea why they do it, they did it a year ago, got 400,000 views. So then they did it again. 24,000 views. You know, and again, not to throw shade on the channel. You know, I'm not in the way of doing that. But looking at the rest of their content, they don't get anywhere near those views. And to be fair, I'm not expecting to get anything like that, so we'll see how it goes. But it's just interesting. I'm gonna say, Cloud, it's never necessary. I appreciate it, but again, you know, I'm fine with where I'm at, and you know, for me to see growth, I think I need to change some stuff, and I think if I continue to see growth without any change, I think it's going to lock me into a situation where I'm like, I don't need to change, I'm good. And I think that's wrong. I do think I do need to change. I do think things need to change. I just don't know what yet, and I need to try and figure that out. Ooh, nice, Hudson. Do you know, I had a question. I don't know if anyone knows the answer to this yet. I would be intrigued to know, because I do know, if you don't want spoilers, look away now. I do understand that you can get the XY legendaries in this game, right? My question would be, can you shiny hunt them? Does anyone know if it's possible? Because I was thinking, is it worth me trying to see if I could shiny hunt them? I would have to test it, but I think it's physically impossible to test it, because I think you'd have to catch them first. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they were, Hudson. It was literally just a thought where I'm just like, I wonder if you can do it, because I know that you can get them, and I know that they can wander around the wild zones. So I was like, I wonder if that's the case. I'm not expecting anything to shine here. At this point, today has not been a lucky day for me at all. Again, you know, I was just kind of hoping that you could maybe get them shiny, but that's fine. I mean, I'll just go back to Sword and Shield. Oh God, I don't know. don't know how I feel about Coca-Cola's new Christmas ad. I don't like it. It's as simple as that. I appreciate it, Cloud, but again, you know. I think that's absolutely hilarious. All these YouTube drama following, or all these news outlets always just jump on it. It's like, it might not be his last video. Oh, here we go. We all heard the shiny. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on. This could be really good. Am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? Should I save? I think I should save, shouldn't I? No? What is it? What shined? What shined? Oh, I'm really confused now. Nothing over here, is it? No. I thought it was, I really thought it was my bat. Am I losing my mind? Oh, it might be a Pokemon on the other side of the room. In that first room. Hold up. No? Okay, now I'm even more confused. I'm losing it. It's happened to me before. It's happened to me before where I thought there was a shiny somewhere, and then I got really confused and I couldn't find it. I'm even more confused. Right. Just because I cannot find it for the life of me. Right. It's definitely somewhere. Because you get to hear and it sparkles. Or you're chasing. I don't know where the Dynamo is. There it is. God, I'm an idiot. Look, you can see it right there. There, like, right there. You can just catch it. Oh my goodness. You cannot see me. Can it hit me here? So what room is it in? That room there. So how... Oh. Let's see if I can get it. No, I've got to go this way. God, at least it was a good one. Arguably, it is in one of the easiest spots ever to shiny hunt. I don't know why I thought it was this one. I'm glad it was the other one. Right. Do the run again. Really good, because when you know you get a shiny in here, it literally will constantly sparkle every single time you go through a portal. Watch it have disappeared now. Watch it, because I aggroed it, it would have despawned. No, okay. Whew. Ooh, item. I don't want to have to fight it. If I can help it. I'd rather it just get caught, but I know the likelihood of that happening now is like 0. You know what, I'm not even going to worry about I was going to say failing it. I'm not even going to worry about it just yet. What I'm going to try and do is reset it because I know where to go now. And I can get it just to sit in place. I'm going to do that. We're going to get sparkles for a little while. Maybe. Okay, hold on. There we go. Cheese it. What size did I get? That seems like a quite large one. Medium, damn. There we go. A really cool one. And it also verifies to me that this method does work. Save again, just to be safe. Yeah, such a cool shiny. No, it's not. Let's not do that. Yeah, it is easy enough to do, Hudson, so go for it. Let's see. Let's go for another 15 minutes. We're just going to go for 15 minutes, resetting as much as possible. But we shall see. Damn, Scarlet and Violet has sold 27.6 million copies, becoming the second best selling game in the series. Insane. But yeah, very cool shiny. Like I say, don't worry, Cloud. I will probably be more absent during December as well. I honestly am going to just try my hardest to see what I can get done. See if we can do it. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I am clearly exhausted because I am yawning like a madman. Like I say, we'll see. I'll try and do a big stream push in November. And then, well, a medium stream push in November. I'm going to try and at least look at getting the schedule sorted. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday will most likely be the stream days going forward. With then Sundays being the release every other week of videos. Yeah, maybe that'll be the plan. I don't know if I can get away with doing premieres. I don't know if I put it live for members, if I can then do a premiere later down the line. We'll see. Oh god, the yawns. Yeah, go for it, Cloud. That's fine. Come on, let's see if we can get one more sparkle today. What's the next gonna be? What's the guess gonna be for potential another shiny? Matang, Houndoom. I'm hoping for Houndoom. Matang would be really cool, but I don't know if we're gonna see anything other. If we're gonna see any other shiny today. See what I will do. Let me do one more. We'll do a run around. See if there's potentially any other shinies that have spawned in. Because I don't know if I can even hear the Beldum from where we are. Must be able to. Let's see if there's anything on Arbok. Nothing over here, nothing over here. Nothing back here either, damn. That is a shame. I'm gonna check these. I want one of these items now. That was worth it. I'm just gonna go for another 10 minutes. And then I'll be done for today. Let's see. We should see. I'm listening. My ears are peeled. Hoping for the best. Oh goodness, Cloud, I wish you the best. I struggle to focus on one thing at a time, let alone planning and doing multiple stuff. That's good, Cloud. That's all that matters. All that matters is that you're happy with what you're doing. What everyone else thinks about it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Yeah, I need to... That's why I'm kind of like, I need to plan. I need to plan drastically. Well, plan drastically and set achievable goals that I want to get done. I think are two separate things. Yeah, I need to get over the perfectionism stuff as well. I need to just do stuff without worrying about it. Minutes. Alright, I want to do a run around now. Whoops. Through a dusk ball. No shiny over here. No shiny over here. No shiny over here. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Looks like no shinies. Oh well. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I think I just need to force myself to make stuff. And I feel like something that doesn't require me to do a lot of editing would kind of, or voiceover work would kind of be my ideal situation. I think that's the dream. But we'll see. We'll see where I get to. I definitely didn't start streaming 25 minutes ago. Poor YouTube is confused. Don't worry, I am as well, YouTube. I am confused and ready for sleep. The only thing that could make it any better is a shiny. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I think I want to try and get some stuff done so then it's ready over the Christmas period. Because arguably, last time I did an upload over the Christmas period, I think it did insanely well. Let me have a look. Videos. I want to do views. Oh, I did it. Okay. So yeah, so I did Shinies Without Herba Mystica, which is, you know, was January 2023. Then I did Scarlet and Violet heartfelt moment, which was the spoiler story stuff, which was November 2022, sorry. And then December 25th, I did the shiny compilation, which was like 3,000 views. So I just need to pump stuff out, I think. Alrighty. Alright, I think this is me done. The final run around. See where we're at. I don't think there's any more shinies. You know, I'm happy to be proved wrong. Doesn't seem like it though. Again, this hunt would definitely take a lot longer. Well, a little bit longer on the Switch 1 because I don't know if the loading times are between teleports are as quick as they are in this. And that's something to be aware of as well, is that the when you catch the Pokemon, it won't spawn there again. No, no shiny. Which is fine, because I am happy with this shiny boy today. Who I will probably end up nicknaming at some point. I wonder. No, wrong button. Doesn't matter. Right, either way. Either way, that is me done for today. I will be back some point. I'm going to try and do Thursday. We shall see. But either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone. You will have an amazing rest of your day. You will have an amazing continuation to your week. And I will see you all later. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.